You can go to the Patreon link in the description of this video to receive instant access to the entire course with either a Tier 2 or 3 subscription, or by purchasing the course individually. In this video, we'll be looking at 7 different picking patterns, so let's get started. Alright, let's cover our first lesson now. This will simply be, everything we're going to do will be played open. In other words, we're not going to use our bar. We're just concentrating on our picking hand. So we realize that we have our thumb, index, middle. We have a plastic pick on the thumb and 2 metal picks on our index and middle fingers. When we're striking the strings with our thumb, we're coming up with the motion, like this, toward the front of the guitar. And then when we're doing our metal picks, we're coming down. We're actually striking down. So I always think of that like I'm pinching. So you would pinch with your thumb and index or thumb and middle. So you would come down with the fingers, up with the thumb. Now we're simply going to come up from the bottom of the guitar. If you look at the very last string, the one's closest to you, that's the 10th string. So we go 10, 9, 8. This 8th string is the only one we're interested in. You can just set your volume pedal if you have one, and you really need one. Just set it loud enough where you can hear it. This isn't about speed, it's about learning how to strike these strings. How to get those strings. It's almost like a muscle memory. You've got to learn how to play these things over and over and over and get them down in your mind. So let's take our hand, and then I kind of cup my hand like this, a little bit ahead of the pickup, and then I'm simply raising my hand a little bit off of the strings because I'm not killing them or muting them. I want to be able to hear them. So we're not really concerned with that either, so that's not something you have to worry about too much. So the first one, you simply take your thumb and you play that 8th string 4 times. Okay, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to learn how to play just the string we're concerned with without striking these other ones. And we don't want to touch the 9th or the 7th. We want to be right in the middle. Okay, and Jacob's got the camera view so you can kind of see how my thumb's coming up each time. So you go down to strike it, play it. As you play it, you come up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so the first one's like this then. Okay, so you just practice that over and over and over. And then, obviously the next thing would be you just simply would walk up the strings. You can make that as an exercise too. Now the next one, where we're using our index finger, we're playing the pick on the string and you're striking down with it. You're coming toward your hand, toward your body with this one. Okay. So then now we've got this. We've got thumb, index, now the next thing we do then would simply go to our middle finger, play that now, same way. It's striking down and toward your body. Okay, so there's 3 exercises right there. Thumb by itself, index by itself, middle by itself. Now as we progress, we're going to do a combination. So the first natural combination will be thumb, index. So it's thumb up, index down. Okay, now we're going to go thumb, middle. Okay, thumb up, middle down. Now we're going to just use our 2 metal picks. We're going to go index, middle, index, middle. Okay, then the next one would simply be using all 3. We're going to go thumb, index, middle. Okay, now as you're practicing these, realize that each one of them is an exercise. I'm just videoing the lesson as one lesson, but that's really 7 different ways that you need to practice, and just take one at a time. You'll find some are more natural. Maybe thumb index is more natural, or thumb middle is more natural. And then like I said, but they're all designed for a purpose, because it's really it's harder to me to do index middle. Then the thumb index middle is pretty natural. Okay, so every one of those are an exercise. Take your time. Like I said, it's not a issue of speed. It's being true when you strike that, get a good tone. And like I said, we're not worried about muting. Just keep your hand in a comfortable, relaxed position. Then like I said, the next thing to do would just be maybe go to the 6th string. Or just in any string. When you're watching these, maybe like YouTube videos and things like that, and you're seeing these guys do different positionings with their hands, you know, you'll see stuff like that, or even like this where they're coming straight on. I'm not an advocate for really just pushing something one way or the other. You want to position, like I said, it's kind of like having a ball in your hand, and your hand's kind of in this position. You're a little bit in front of the pickup, and just try to be as relaxed as you can. You could start at the bottom, just work your way up each string, then work your way down with each string. Just get where you can. You know, and just make an exercise like that. In the next lesson, we'll be looking at open string patterns. But first, if you'd like to support our channel, the best way to do that would be to join our Patreon site. But you can also support us by clicking the join, like, or subscribe buttons below. Also, we'd like to thank our supporters on YouTube and Patreon, especially our Tier 3 supporters, Jim, M. Medlock, William, Philip, Arthur, and Douglas. So thanks again, and keep picking.